Previous video I demonstrate how I personally shave. Now I'm going to put these back. Just rinse it and then put it back on the side. Okay. Now, like I was saying, I don't do this often, and just sometime when it get pretty long, but mine doesn't go out that fast. Probably pretty slow. Maybe once in a 2.5 week or 3 weeks. So like I was saying earlier, this is considered as ADL, personal hygiene and grooming. Trying to removal of my facial hair. That's what it's ADL, hygiene. Let me see. Next thing is okay. Mental function. There's also obviously there's memory, short-term memory and long-term memory. I'm doing this not first time. I've done it before, so this all came out from my memory. And there's also experience of time, self and time. So I'm basically aware of my identity, my body position, the location. I'm in the bathroom right now. So that's one thing. And there's also orientation, where I'm standing, how I was standing. And then for sensory, there's also visual sensory, where I'm looking at myself the whole time. Also my position, how my face. There's not much hearing, or I guess I could consider hearing because of hot water, when I turn on the hot water to rinse myself. And then there's also touch function, feeling of being touched. I was touching my skin, face. Yeah, and also I was using my tongue. I don't know if you noticed, to push out my my lip like that, just to get the different angle. Maybe kind of suck in my mouth a little bit to get the angle. As for the motor skill, there's stabilize. I'm stabilize myself. There's a positioning myself, reaching. I was reaching for the towel at the end. That's reaching. And then there's grip. I was holding the razor, so that's a grip motor skill. There's a coordination. Obviously, there's a body coordination and manipulation going on. Lifting myself, how I have to lift this thing up. And there's also pace. There's definitely, I had to pace myself, the whole time. I could see different adaptation for people who are disabled, or who maybe on wheelchair, they won't able to stand up. So maybe oftentimes they might just sit down, and I don't know, they might have like a small mirror right in front of them while doing it, while sitting down, and maybe a cup of water just to rinse things off. For the processing skill, there's also search. I have to look for or locate the item. So while I'm doing it, I know the razor blade is right here. The towel, I just took it down from the side. There's also the shaving cream. I know the positioning of the shaving cream right there. And there's also handle. Well, actually, there's not really a handle. Like if there's a support, my counter support. Sometimes kind of lean forward, kind of bend my trunk a little bit, just to lean forward. So there's also bent going on. Realize while I'm holding it, and there's not much social skill going on. I wasn't talking to anybody, so no social skill at all. Mainly just fine motor, finger, fine motor, and the larger motor, the growth motor. There's no transportation because I'm actually at my own house. There's also move, where I push the razor blade along my face, surface. So there's friction going on, pushing along the surface. So lastly, to finish off, there's also muscle endurance and muscle tone. I cannot doing it too hard. I gotta control my power, and that's basically some of the stuff that I do for the occupation.